position, a 5'7" junior from Phoenix City, Alabama, number 14, Jasmine Burtz. And starting at forward this afternoon for the Lakers, a 6'2" senior from Hinesville, Georgia, number 15, Khalil Worrells. The Lakers are coached by Kalina Coleman. She is assisted by Brittany Hall. And now to introduce the starting lineup for your Flagler College Saints. Starting at one guard position, a 5'10" senior from Greensboro, Georgia, number 2, Destiny McClendon. Starting at another guard position, a 5'8" junior from Augusta, Georgia, number 10, Jessica Dowdy. Starting at
check,
another
1, 2,
guard
1, 2.
position, a 5'8" senior from
1, 2,
Jacksonville,
check, check.
Florida, number 15, Sarah Reddick. Starting at the forward position this afternoon, a 6-foot freshman from Boerne, Texas, number 25, Abby Smith.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to St. Augustine, Florida. We're on the campus of Flagler College at the Flagler Gymnasium for this afternoon's women's basketball game in the Peach Belt Conference. Clayton State Lakers and the Flagler College Saints ready to match up here in St. Augustine. This is an important game for both teams. They're both smack in the middle of the pack in the Peach Belt. Saints come in at 9-13 overall, 5-8 in the league. Clayton State 9-14 overall and 6-7 in the league. So one game separates the two. The Saints won the earlier matchup up at Clayton State. And if the Saints can win this one, both teams will be 6-8. But more importantly for Flagler, they will have the two-game sweep and win all tiebreakers against Clayton State. Starters have just been introduced. For Clayton State, it'll be number 3, Jada Alston. Number 7, Dejanay Green. Number 11, Jada Waite. Number 14, Jasmine Burtz. And number 15, Kaleo Worrells. For the Saints, Destiny McClendon, Jessica Dowdy, Selah Reddick, Carly Grimm, and Abby Smith. News for the Saints, Sherelle McCormick, the leading scorer on the season for the Saints, is unavailable today due to injury. So that's going to be a big uphill battle for the Saints to climb. They do win the opening tap and have it first. Dowdy's got it on the perimeter. She'll work it around. Here's Reddick. Shot clock down to 10. Throws it for Abby Smith and got a little too much on that one. Threw it too high. Out of bounds. Saints turn it over on their first possession, and Clayton State will have the basketball for their first crack at it. Almost 30 seconds in as Clayton State brings the ball front court. Straight man-to-man defense by the Saints. That's Green on the drive in, a little floater off the left side. Nice spin move, left-hand finish off the window is good. Dejanay Green, 3.6 points per game, and she's already halfway to her average on the first possession. Here's Abby Smith up high for McClendon. Gonna drive with the left hand. Stop, turnaround, jumper, good. Saints are gonna rely on Destiny McClendon. Without Sherelle McCormick, McClendon the second leading scorer, she's going to have to step up her game along with others today. It won't be one person that makes the difference. It'll be a host of performances from the Saints to overcome the loss of their leading scorer today. Smith fights behind the screen to get there and deny that shot. Little turnaround in the paint is up and good for Worrells, though. Kaleo Worrells, a 6'2 senior out of Hinesville, Georgia, converts. And the Lakers are 2 for 2 in their first two possessions. Dowdy off a screen. They'll switch it. She'll throw it cross court here to Reddick. Again, they switch that screen, switch it back. Reddick's going to drive with the left hand off the window. No good, but a foul. She drives into number 14, Jasmine Burtz, and picks up the personal. Burtz comes in as the leader in scoring for the Lakers at 8.4 points per game.
Jasmine Burtz. Stepping to the foul line for the Saints.
Burtz will check out,
She'll
and
shoot
Nia
two.
Young will check in for the Lakers. Free throw on the way is good from Reddick. She's only 45% on the season from the free throw line, but that first one was right on line. And so is the second. So a good start for Selah Reddick. She's about 5 points per game. Going to also have to step up her game without her teammate, Sherelle McCormick. Lob inside, down low, partially blocked by Smith. Rebound being fought for on the ground, and we're going to get a held ball. So good battle inside there. Shot clock should go to 20. It's listed at 30 right now as the offensive team retained the possession. So Clayton State hit the rim to get the partial reset, then the held ball. So 20 on the shot clock as we rejoin here. Under 8 minutes to go. Tied at 4 apiece here, very early on in this Peach Belt matchup. Young kicks it left-hand side. A drive diagonally across the court is up, and nice little floater is good there for the Lakers.
That's Janae Green.
That's Green with the bucket. Smith posts into Carly Grimm. She'll shoot the turnaround and knock it home. Nice post speed. She had good position.
Carly Grimm.
6 apiece. Both teams finding their rhythm offensively. Into the high post. They drop it in here to Worrell. She'll back down against Grimm. Shoot a turnaround. It's blocked. She gets her own rebound, though. Kicks it out to the left-hand side for an elbow jumper. That's good from Nia Young. Looked like the Saints, I thought, had a chance to corral that rebound after the blocked shot. They thought it was going to go out of bounds, so they let it go. And good hustle by the Lakers to pick it up. Smith going to drive the right side and drop for Selah Reddick. She's double-teamed, looks for a helper. Who's open? There's the open player. It's Abby Smith for a 3-ball. It's off the mark, no good, but the Saints rebound it. Reddick, right side to Dowdy. Dowdy, the left-hander, comes off the screen, crosses over, back the other way, step through. Oh, a little too strong on the up and under move, and here come the Lakers the other way. Somebody needs to stop the ball. They finally do. That was Jada Waite, who had a chance to go all the way to the basket. They finally cut her off. Floater off the left side, no good. Rebound Grimm. Drops it off for Abby Smith. Needs to find a helper. She does. She finds Reddick. She'll push the timeline. Left side, McClendon. Oh, off the mark. It was right on line, but a little short on the triple. That would have given the Saints the lead. Young picks up her dribble, drops it left-hand side for a three-point attempt. That's off the mark. Rebound tapped, fought for twice, 3 times, and out of bounds off the Lakers. It'll go to the Saints. Subs at the table for the Saints. 2 coming in, and here comes a third. Aspen Weeks will jump in there. She'll bring Dane Bertolina with her. And the third player that got in there a split second late, Maria Paula Garcia. Garcia, the redshirt freshman out of Columbia. Bertolina, the veteran from Charlotte. And Aspen Weeks, a sophomore. And Saints turn it over in the backcourt. A little bit of pressure by the Lakers, forced a turnover there. 8-6 Clayton State, 5:48 to go first quarter. Just a couple minutes in here, not even to our first media timeout yet. Here's Jada Alston up high, poked away and stolen by Bertolina. She'll push front court. She finds Aspen Weeks, who attacks, floats, and left-hand finish is good. Tied at 8, 5:35 to go first quarter. Steal by Bertolina and an assist for Dane as well. She dishes it off to Aspen Weeks to finish. Dowdy fights through the screen. Green kicks it out to the top of the circle, three-pointer, no good. Bertolina rips down the rebound. She got Dowdy to her left. Goes cross court and finds McClendon. Kick to Dowdy. She's going to drive diagonally from left to right, cut off, and U-turns it. Over to Bertolina. She's going to drive, get cut off. Good defense so far here. McClendon. Bounce pass over to Aspen Weeks. Tries to throw it to Garcia. It got deflected and stolen away. Here come the Lakers. In transition quickly. Young trails it back. An open three. In and out, no good. Rebound, Bertolina for the Saints. She's tripped up, and that's going to be, oh, they call a travel. I thought she was fouled there by Nia Young.
Timeout on the court. Recognizing our first group of sponsors, Academy Bus.
Instead of a foul, it's going to be a travel. Ball will go back to the Lakers, and we're at our first media timeout of the first quarter. In the women's game, the first dead ball after the 5-minute mark becomes a media timeout. And that's where we are right now. 8 apiece here in St. Augustine. And got a text here from the sports information staff that the live stats are not working. So those that might be trying to follow along with the live stats via the Flagler website. No live stats today, so you're stuck with me. I'll try to share as much information as possible with you. But I also get my information off the live stats as well. So we're both going to be a little bit handicapped in that area. Bottom line is it's 8-8. All tied up with 4:37 to go first quarter. Relatively foul-free here in the early stages. Only one foul committed in the entire game. That was committed by one of the Lakers players in the early stages. I believe it was Jasmine Burks who committed the foul. And we'll get ready to get back cranked up here. Underneath their own basket, off to the right-hand side, is where the Lakers will trigger the inbounds play. In for a quick jumper. It's too strong. No good. Rebound picked up by Sayla Reddick. Head up, bringing it across the timeline. Finds a helper in Bertolina. Post feed into Paula Garcia. Blocked from behind, and rebound picked up by Clayton State. And then stripped right back by Sayla Reddick. She's 2 on 3 and needs a helper. She finds Weeks. Weeks back to Sayla to get in the half-court set. Corner to Bertolina. Open three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Lakers. Drive in against Dowdy. Kick it off to the left side for a three-point attempt. It's good. First triple of the game, and it goes to Kyla Green. She's 32% on the year, 22 for 69. Ball poked away and stolen. Here come the Lakers the other way in a run out. And it's off the right side and good for Jada Alston. I don't think the score on the scoreboard is correct. I think they credited the triple to the Saints or something, because it was 8-8, and they've scored 5 points. It should be 13-8, not 11-10. But we'll get that figured out here next stoppage. I show it as 13-8 Lakers. The scoreboard in the gym says 11-10. Marley Smith drops it off here near side to Weeks. Smith's going to go left baseline. Got it blocked, but got her own rebound. Then get it blocked again. And they'll say lost out of bounds. Last touched by Flagler College. .303 to go. First quarter. Again, scoreboard says 11-10. I think it's actually 13-8 in favor of Clayton State. Drive and kick to the left-hand side. Lakers throw it into the post this time. Double team down low. Jumper on the way, though, is good for Soraya Henry. High post into Marley Smith. She'll shoot the turnaround. It's good. Nice mid-range jumper there for Marley Smith.
Marley Smith for the Saints.
Drive off the right side. A little bit out of control, but the Saints reach in and give him a bailout foul there. Foul's going to go on Sayla Reddick. Our free throw shooter will be Kyla Green, the 5'7" freshman out of College Park, Georgia. Subs for the Saints check in here. Lainey Norica gets in there for the first time today, and she'll bring Destiny McClendon back with her. And Green's first free throw is good. Second one's off the heel, no good. Rebound picked up by Norica. Here come the Saints the other way. Marley Smith at the top of the circle. Over to Bertolina. Man flies by her on the pump fake. Back out to Norica. Now McClendon. Drive and kick. Marley Smith, jumper from 17. Rattles around, no good. Rebound picked up by the Lakers. Come the other direction. Saints still in that man-to-man defense. They work the left-hand side with the high ball screen. Screen and roll, deflected, and last touch by the Saints. It'll stay with the Lakers. .17 on the shot clock, so plenty of time here for Clayton State. Throw it over to Nia Young, the 5'3" freshman. She'll run the point guard spot. Drive to the elbow, pull up is perfect.
Jump shot is good by number 5, Nia Young.
Again, scoreboard shows 16-12. I'm still not 100% confident that's correct. Bertolina drives in and kicks out. Post feed Norica. Backs down, back to her right. Defended well. She'll go off the window and miss it. Marley Smith there to corral the rebound and put it back home. I think there was a basket that was scored by the Lakers that was credited to the Saints on the scoreboard. We're going to double check the score at the end of this first quarter to confirm it's correct. Scoreboard shows 16-14 Lakers. Final minute here of the first quarter. Young, a drive off the right side, blocked, picked up there by the Saints. Here comes McClendon racing the other direction. She got bumped in the midcourt by Soraya Henry from behind. That slows down the fast break. And neither team has committed too many fouls. That's 2 on the Lakers, just 1 on the Saints, so no harm in that foul there. Saints will keep the remaining 26 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock, game clock, about an 8-second differential. So can't quite hold it for the last shot here. Marley Smith up high, drives from left to right. Backdoor to McClendon. She'll go up strong, no good, but a foul. And Destiny McClendon will have a chance to tie this game up, quote unquote, at least on the scoreboard.
Falls on number 10, Amaya Ebony Holmes. Making her way to the foul line for the Saints is number 2, Destiny McClendon.
McClendon, a very good free throw shooter on the season. Of course, she misses as soon as I say that. She's 90% on the year. 94 out of 105. Second one is good, makes it a 1-point game, 16-15. 24 seconds on the shot clock, or on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. Final possession for Clayton State if they choose to use all of the possession. Looks like they will as Nia Young is working with Dowdy out between the circles. With 9, 8, a drive, a crossover, and kick to the left side. Down the paint, poked away, ball loose on the floor, and
that's going to do it for first quarter action.
that'll do it for the first quarter. Never got to a held ball, which is actually beneficial to the Saints. If that possession ends up in a held ball with like 1 second left, it'll flip the possession arrow, and the Saints would have 1 second to go about 75 feet, and more than likely wouldn't have been successful. Instead, they retain the possession arrow, and they'll have the ball first to start the second quarter. 16-15 Lakers. Lakers by 1. We're at a break here. We'll be right back.
I live 4 miles away. I left an hour ago. I left 12:30.
Holy
and couldn't get here. Everything, I look on Google Maps, everything is red. I think, oh my God. Besides it's being hot,
Is the score on the scoreboard correct? Question mark.
Hey,
I think they may have credited a basket that should have been given to Clayton State to Flagler. My notes show that it should be 18-13.
I'm not hearing anything in here.
Oh, okay. Better? There we go. All right, Saints basketball to start the second quarter. Still 16-15 on the scoreboard, and we're going to assume that's correct until we're told something different. Saints will work a little three-man weave here. Norika looks for Dowdy and threw it out of bounds. Lakers' first possession here of the second quarter. Alston working over here against McClendon. Long three-point attempt on the way is off the mark, no good. Long rebound fought for and picked up there by Armani Shaw. Drive inside, defended well, kicked back out up top, then turned over. Dowdy's got it in transition. Pressure from behind and in front. She'll trail it back to Norika, 18-footer. Rattles around, unlucky. Rebound, fought for, and out of bounds off the Lakers. It'll stay with the Saints. Sub at the table, Carly Grimm going to get back in there for Lainey Norika. Saints will have 20 on the shot clock on a partial reset. That shot did hit the rim from Norika, then went out of bounds, so they'll have the full 20. Into Grimm, back to Sayla Reddick. Now Marley Smith, now Reddick on a drive. Off the right side, stop, pop, and kick. Out to Smith. Three balls off the mark, rebound, Lakers. Amaya Edney Holmes hands it off to Jasmine Burks. It's a very deep roster for Clayton State, and we're going to have a hold. Good post feed in there. Dowdy had lost position. That was going to be an uncontested layup. She's called for the foul on the hold, and it's probably not a bad foul.
Clayton ran their horn set that time with the two bigs setting screens so the point guard can decide which way to go. And as soon as the point guard rubs off of that screen, the big goes down to the block, and she just got out of position defensively.
Three-point attempt is up and good for Amaya Edney Holmes, senior out of Philadelphia. Averages 2 points per game. She's got 3 on that shot. Just 2 out of 15 on the season from 3. Jumper by the Saints is no good from McClendon. Lakers race it the other way. Shaw on a drive off the right side. She's bumped. And foul's going to go on Destiny McClendon. That's her first personal.
Falls on number 2, Destiny McClendon.
Destiny's got to be careful. Again, only one foul, but without the services of Sherelle McCormick today, McClendon's going to be counted on for some extra offense. Second leading scorer at 12.3. First free throw is no good by Armani Shaw. She's 53% on the season. Second one is good, and sub at the table, 15 for 13. That'll be Kalia Worrells checking back in for Itaria Gibbons. Reddick and Dowdy in the backcourt, and Reddick will bring it up by herself. Drops for Dowdy, Dowdy to Smith. Now McClendon's got some space for a drive, but it's blocked. Good weak side help from Edney Holmes. Came across the court, blocked that one, and got her own rebound. Lob to the high post, hand it right back. Tried to kick it off, got it deflected. Instead, it'll be a three from the near side. That's no good. Reddick rebounds, looks to push. Left side, McClendon. Not sure if that pass was intended for McClendon or Dowdy, but the Saints chase it down, then turn it over. McClendon got trapped in the corner and kind of hit the panic button and threw it right to one of the Lakers. McClendon works through the screen. A jumper by the Lakers is short, and rebound Carly Grimm. Grimm to Reddick. Here's a double team waiting for Salas. She clears the timeline. Cross court, Dowdy. Dowdy to Smith. Smith to McClendon. 3-ball. It's good in the foul. 4-point play opportunity for the Saints. Foul goes on Jasmine Burtz.
What great spacing by the Saints.
Oh, it's really good. The Saints didn't hit the panic button. They got trapped at the midcourt and then kicked it to the right-hand side, threw it to the high post, and then kicked it to the right wing for the 3-ball and the foul. You don't see the 4-point play often.
That's a very unselfish play.
But there is a potential 4-point opportunity for Destiny McClendon.
There were about 3 shots that could have been taken where the players alertly realized somebody would have had a better shot than what they had and gave up the ball.
Trade a good shot for a better shot. Lakers up high. Green handled the basketball.
There's the horn
There's
set
the high
again.
double ball screen. Kick it right wing. Back to the big at the top of the circle. Then over to Edney Holmes, who turns the corner and lays it off the window. Split 2 defenders and nobody stopped the ball. 22-19. Reddick drive, spins, looks for Grimm. Grimm goes up and rattles it around, but no good. Lakers by 3 with the basketball at the 5:57 mark of the second quarter. Jada White, 15-foot jumper is good.
Jump shot is good. Number 11, Jada White.
She's the only player that averages double figures for the Lakers. Jada White, senior out of Brooklyn. McClendon, a nice crossover, takes it into the teeth of the defense, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line shooting 2. Hard contact in there with a couple of Lakers. Down on the floor is Amaya Edney Holmes. And the athletic trainer will come attend to her. Almost looks like when somebody jumped up, may have hit her in the face.
They both landed awkwardly, too. Destiny McClendon got up rather gingerly on that. Walked back to the huddle with her arm around another player.
Yeah, they will attend to the injured player there, Amaya Edney Holmes, senior out of Philadelphia. And both the Flagler College trainer and Clayton State trainer attend to her. While we have a split second here, let's get a couple commercial spots in during the stoppage. We'll say thanks to some of our great corporate partners that help support Flagler College athletics. Academy Bus, we know the way. Anchor Faith, a community of people passionate about Jesus. A.D. Davis Construction, builders, developers, and contractors. The Bailey Group, no matter where you want to go, we'll help you get there. B&S Signs, quality signage and service. When it comes to signs, we do it all. Ameris Bank, savings for the expected or the unexpected. And finally, Birchall and Company, find your home today.
All those are not only sponsors of Flagler Saints Athletics, but they are wonderful members of the St. Augustine community. All those firms are active in the community, giving back and helping and being involved in any kind of events that are going on. We're just glad to have all those folks on board with us here at the college.
Yeah, St. Augustine is a very well-known city and certainly a tourist destination, but when push comes to shove, it's actually a really small town or a tight-knit group of small businesses that support not only Flagler College, but all sorts of other groups here in this local community.
It's one of the advantages of living here. We probably have 30,000 people that actually live here, and restaurants to feed 100,000. So we have plenty of choices in town. We're very fortunate in that regard. If you're coming to the men's game, I would recommend leaving early. There was a bad accident on King Street, and if you know St. Augustine, that's the main thoroughfare through town, and things were jammed up backwards in both directions and sideways. If you get out your Google Maps, everything is red. I found out the hard way. I didn't even know Google Maps had different shades of red. There's like red, and then there's really red.
Really red.
And all of downtown St. Augustine was really red.
And there's really no way to get across the bridge anywhere close other than the King Street Bridge, right?
Well, you can go way back.
I mean, anywhere close.
Yeah. No, nowhere close.
Yeah. There's other ways across the water, but they're not close. Was the incident on King Street after the bridge on the Flagler College side of the bridge?
It was on the on the mainland side.
So if you can get across the bridge and then turn left or turn right and try to avoid King Street if possible, and continue attending to our injured player here on the floor for Clayton State. That's what's caused our stoppage here. It is 24-19 in favor of Clayton State. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. And not going to try to figure out what the injury is, but I can tell you is to her upper body, up around the shoulder, clavicle area. I thought initially maybe she had gotten hit in the chin as someone jumped up, but I don't think that's the case. As they continue to work with her on the floor, and Coach Blake Sellen, the men's basketball coach for Flagler, along with one of our referees, has come over to talk to the athletic trainers here, and Coach Mo Smith will walk over there as well. So we're going to take a short break here, and we will take a timeout here with 5:30 to go, second quarter, 24-19, Lakers over Saints. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back here at Flagler College in St. Augustine. Our injured player has been helped out by the St. Augustine Fire Service along with the ambulance crew here to get her attended to. That was Amaya Edney Holmes, was injured on that drive to the basket there. And lengthy delay here. Have to imagine that we'll have a couple minutes maybe for the teams to get limbered up a little bit before we jump right back into action here. The Saints went back to the locker room and they have not returned as of yet. The Lakers stayed out the entire time to be with their teammate, and we'll wait and see what the timing is to get back to basketball here. Again, the score is 24-19 in favor of Clayton State, and looks like Clayton State's going to go to the locker room here for just a minute and try to regroup themselves. Certainly the physical part of cooling off after not playing for probably more than 10 minutes, maybe closer to 15. Then you also got the emotional support for your teammate who is leaving on a stretcher, and you're going to give them a couple minutes to get themselves collected and get back to basketball here momentarily. Again, the score is 24-19 in favor of Clayton State. Leading scorer for the Lakers is actually Edney Holmes, the young lady who...
Ladies and gentlemen, after that injury timeout, they're going to have a 5-minute warm-up time, and then the players will come back out. And
there's the announcement. We're going to get 5 minutes on the clock for the teams to warm up. So, again, back to the stats. Edney Holmes, the leading scorer thus far for Clayton State. That's the injured player who was taken out of the gymnasium. And she comes in averaging 2.1 points per game, but has 5 already today to lead the Lakers. Very balanced scoring attack as they play a lot of players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13 players have already played in the basketball game here for the Lakers. Alston has 2, Green has 4, Waite has 2, Worrells has 2, Henry has 2, Young has 2, Shaw has 1, and Green has 4. There are 2 Greens. That's Dejanay Green, number 7, who has 4 points, and Kyla Green, number 23, who has 4 points as well. And they do have another player, India Dowling Green, who has not scored. For the Saints side of things, Destiny McClendon is the leader with 7 points. Sayla Reddick has 2, Carly Grimm has 2, Aspen Weeks has 2, Dane Bertolina has 2, and Marley Smith has 4. That rounds out the Saints scoring. Lakers are shooting the ball at a much better percentage. They are 10 for 18 for 55%, while the Saints are 7 for 22, just 32%. Lakers are 2 out of 6 from 3 for 33%, and the Saints are just 1 out of 7 for 14%. The score is 24-19 Clayton State. Again, we still have 5:30 to go in the second quarter. Haven't even made it to the second quarter media timeout as of yet after a lengthy injury delay due to Edney Holmes from Clayton State being injured. They actually changed what was going to be 5 minutes to warm up to 10 minutes. So as the clock has been running, it's gotten down to 6 minutes and 10 seconds and still counting. But it's going to be a little while before we get back to basketball here in St. Augustine. Teams are going to have some time to warm up again, go through some layup drills, some shooting drills, some stretching, and maybe more importantly for Clayton State, some emotional recovery after their injured player. And we will get back to basketball here very shortly. I'm John Phillips. I've got Ivan Kelly with me, and we are a few minutes away from back to basketball here in the Peach Belt Conference. 24-19 Lakers, almost midway through the second quarter. We'll take another couple minutes and be right back here from St. Augustine. game to get restarted here. We'll give you a little bit of updates from other Flagler College scores. Several teams are in action either currently or later today. Of course, the men will be in action right here on the Clark Family Court against Clayton State here about 30 minutes after this game wraps up. Right down the road at Drysdale Field, the Flagler College baseball team is taking on Eckerd College out of St. Petersburg in a non-conference game. That game is scoreless. Good pitchers battle going on right now. 0-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Flagler has no runs on 2 hits. Eckerd has no runs on 5 hits. And Flagler is batting in the bottom of the fourth right now with 2 outs. In softball action, the Saints are up in South Carolina taking on Newberry College in a doubleheader today. And I believe this is the first game, and it's currently 2-1 in favor of Newberry as they play in the bottom of the fourth. Newberry, the home team, they are batting in the bottom of the fourth. Newberry 2 and the Saints 1. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. In other Peach Belt action, these other games probably are into halftime, if not later, because of the lengthy delay. North Georgia is all over USCB, 54-28 in women's basketball. That game's in the third quarter. Lander is taking on Georgia College. That one is all Lander right now, 47-24, also in the third quarter. Clayton State taking on Aiken, and that one's close. Excuse me, Columbus State, not Clayton. Columbus State 34, Aiken 32. And the other game is Augusta and Georgia Southwestern. That's scheduled for a 5:30 start tonight, so obviously we won't have a score for you on that one. 24-19 where we stand with Destiny McClendon ready to toe the free throw line. She was fouled. That's where the injury occurred, and she'll shoot 2. First free throw is good for McClendon. She leads the Saints right now with 8. And make it 9. So it's a 1-possession game, 24-21 Lakers. Heading toward the midway point of the second quarter. Open three-pointer, top of the circle. Pick and pop there for the Lakers, no good. Rebound Carly Grimm. Grimm off to Reddick, and here come the Saints. McClendon going to drive cross court, back over to Reddick. And Reddick off the mark just a little bit with McClendon on the pass, and the Saints turn it over.
Clayton goes back to their horn set. They run some interesting options off of this. Last time they cross-screened at the top. This more traditional, go with the high-low game.
Saints defend the high-low well. They work back on the perimeter. Open three-point attempt is off the mark. Carly Grimm rips down the rebound. That was Jada Waite with the missed shot there. Reddick's got it right side. Weeks with McClendon. Working against the man-to-man. Now Reddick, a drive to the elbow. Shot clock down to 10. Reddick spins, pumps, backdoor cutter for Abby Smith, then she'll finish on the up and under. It's a one-point game, 24-23. Good look there for Abby Smith, and good job collecting herself, gathering, and then finishing on the up and under move. Jumper on the left baseline is good. Little stop and pop there for DeJaisonne Green, junior out of Lexington Park, Maryland. Back to a three-point cushion for the Lakers. Weeks for Grimm on the block. Backs down, really can't make much progress, getting closer. She'll shoot the turnaround. Tough shot, well defended there by number 15, Worrells. And the Lakers tried to get a little bit ahead of themselves and turned it over. No pressure in the backcourt whatsoever, but the Lakers an unforced error. The ball will go back to the Saints, and it'll take us to our under 5 media timeout here in the second quarter. That'll give us a chance to mention a couple of these other sponsors. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Carrabba's, so close you can taste it. South State Bank, welcome to Banking Forward. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Capital Financial Strategies, a full-service financial company serving North Florida and South Georgia. And the final mentioner in this stoppage here is Caldwell Banker Premier Realty, fulfilling the dream of home since 1906. I'm John Phillips with Ivan Kelly here, 26-23, Clayton State with the lead. We're 3 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we had a relatively lengthy delay due to an injured player from Clayton State, and so that slowed us down here. This game started on time at 1:30, and normal college basketball game takes about an hour and 45 minutes, and we would be probably well into the third quarter right now, but we are not. We have 3:39 to go second quarter. Haven't even made halftime yet. Saints trailing by 3 and have the basketball here in the front court.
As usual, the pep band is on fire.
You mentioned before how many Clayton State players have come into the game. They do go deep in their roster. They've got 13 players that average double digits in minutes played. So they're used to seeing all kinds of different combinations of players. Coach Kayleen Coleman is substitutes freely.
Yeah, the Saints turned it over. Abby Smith and Carly Grimm on a miscommunication there on an entry pass. Yeah, there's pros and cons, obviously, to playing a lot of players because you got fresh bodies out there, but sometimes you can't find the right rhythm of people playing together. And little runner off the far side is up and good.
Basket's good. Number 11, Jada Waite.
Jada Waite with a tough shot there, knocks it home. It's back to a 5-point cushion here for Clayton State.
Good movement
Blended
by
on the
Flagler.
drives in, kicks out. Abby Smith, a long three. It's good. Abby Smith with a long triple. Big bucket there for the Saints. They were down 5. That quickly makes it a 2-point game. Saints a little backcourt pressure here. Waite will come and attack with Sayla Reddick. Now Green on the drive, gets past Carly Grimm, but Carly there to block it. Finds Reddick, they'll rip the other way. Reddick's got Abby Smith to her left, trails it for Aspen Weeks. Weeks back to Reddick, she'll drive through, off the window, and good. Nice diagonal attack there by Sayla Reddick. We're tied at 28. Right-hand wing for Green, now up high. Waite, guarded by Reddick. Reddick, one of the Saints' best on-ball defenders. She'll guard the point guard there. Here comes the ball screen. Shot to fight through it. Step back jumper on the way. Off the heel, no good. Rebound bounced and picked up by Clayton State. Back out for an open triple, and it's good.
And there's a three-pointer by
Kyla Green knocks down the 3 ball, and the lead quickly blossoms back to 3 here for Clayton State.
Aspen Weeks almost had that defensive rebound. It was just about 1 inch higher than she could jump, and it ended up, fortunately for the Lakers, creating a wide-open 3-point shot.
Pump fake inside by Weeks. Got her shot blocked, but also got the arm pretty good there. They call it on number 1, Soraya Henry.
Number 1, Soraya Henry.
Her second personal.
Saints is number 0, Aspen
And Weeks will be our free throw shooter. 69% on the year.
She'll shoot 2.
Not too many attempts, only 16 on the year. She's 11 out of 16 and make it 12 out of 17. She'll have one more free throw. If she converts it, Dane Bertolina is going to get a chance to check into the game. And she does convert, and here comes Dane. So Weeks does her job, knocks in 2 free throws. Bertolina will check in for her. It's a 1-point game, 31-30 with 1:15 to go before halftime. Saints put some pressure on here in the backcourt. Nia Young will work against Destiny McClendon.
When you put that pressure on the backcourt, that kind of token pressure, it just helps eat up some shot clock. Like 7-8 seconds. You bother the point guard.
Yeah, unlucky that time for the Saints. A strong drive off the right side for Jada Waite.
Jada Waite.
And Carly Grimm popped out there and then kind of backed off while she was trying to block the shot. She'll get called for the blocking foul. She could have either A, held her ground and maybe taken a charge, or B, just jumped straight up and tried to block it. You had a shooter in Jada Waite, who's 5'5", and a blocker in Carly Grimm, who's 6'1". But again, Carly kind of backpedaled a little bit, and that'll get you a blocking foul every single time. Can't convert to three-point play because of a lane violation on Worrells. If you're going to have a lane violation, might as well make an easy call. She jumped in there well before the ball had been launched toward the free throw. And so the Saints will only give up a 2.
It's like one of those plays in football where the lineman moves too early.
Way too early. Step back triple for Bertolina. It's perfect, and we are tied at 33. Final 30 seconds here. Shot clock and game clock almost on sync. Jumper on the way for the Lakers. Rebounded, put back by Sorrells. No good but a foul. So the Saints dodge a bullet on the open 15-footer, but they will give Kyleo Worrells a chance to shoot free throws.
Cleo Worrells to the foul line for the Lakers.
And that'll give the Saints the opportunity to hold for the last shot here in the first half.
Worrells, a 6'2" senior from Hinesville, Georgia, makes the first. She'll have one more. She's got them both, and the Saints have 18 seconds to try to tie it up here before halftime, or maybe take the lead if they shoot a 3-ball. Game clock down to 10. High post Grimm. Ball poked away. She'll chase down the loose ball with 5. To Bertolina. Step back triple. It's blocked. Rebound Grimm. Put it back up. Blocked as well. So the Saints get 2 shots, but neither get anywhere close to the rim. Bertolino's triple was blocked. Grimm got the rebound and tried to put it back up quickly. It was blocked as well. And we'll go to the half. 35-33. We got a good one here in St. Augustine. Lakers lead it over the Saints, 35-33. We're at the half in St. Augustine. Be back in just a couple of minutes.
At this time, I have the honor and privilege of introducing to you the Saints dance team.
I don't know what his injury was. It was maybe like an oblique, or it was something. It was something like a soft tissue midsection or something. Mic check, 1, 2. Welcome back to St. Augustine. We are in the final moments of halftime here. Quick look at the stats. This game a little bit delayed. If you weren't with us in the first half, of course, we had an injury to one of the players from Clayton State, and she stayed down for quite a while and ultimately was taken off on a stretcher by the ambulance service here, so wishing her the best. But that did cause quite a delay for us, so that's the reason we're still at halftime. And the game started at 1:30, so we're 90 minutes of real time to play 20 minutes of basketball. And so we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Leading scorer for the Saints is Destiny McClendon with 9. The leader for Clayton State is Green, and I guess I better be more specific as which Green, because they have a couple. It's Kyla Green. She has 7. Dejanay Green has 6. And Jada Waite also has 6 for Clayton State. Clayton State still shooting over 50%. They're at 52% for the game, 14 out of 27. Saints are 11 for 28. They picked it up from about 31% midway through the second quarter to 39% now. And it's a 35-33 game. Saints down 2 to start the second half. Clayton State will get the basketball first.
Yep. These two teams are very evenly matched statistically. But, you look at Clayton State's season. They started the season 2-8, and then they've gone 7-6 since. But they've won 3 of the last 5, so they're starting to find their rhythm.
Have a kick ball there by Sayla Reddick. No impact to play. The shot clock was over 20, so they'll just inbound it and start over. Yeah, 5-8 versus 6-7 in the league. Loose ball on the floor, and Reddick ends up with it. Gets it over to Abby Smith and back to Sayla as the Saints get a turnover on their first defensive possession. There's a double team. Ball deflected and picked up by Dowdy. A little bit of helter-skelter play right now. Dowdy will back dribble to kind of get into their half-court set. Drive cross-court, attack the backboard. Shot no good. Rebound Grimm. Back up and also no good. Rebound Abby Smith. And she's good to tie us up at 35. Saints got 3 chances that time, and third time's the charm. Abby Smith ties the game 35 apiece here in St. Augustine. Saints play straight man-to-man defense here. That's Waite on the dribble. Step back. Jumper off the mark. Rebound loose, picked up by Abby Smith. Abby will bring it front court herself, finds Sayla. Sayla's going to drive down the left side, spin into the paint, kick it out for McClendon. She'll drive right side. Gets past 2 defenders, goes up and under, back to Sayla Reddick. Reddick goes in and kicks out. Here's Dowdy, step back 3 ball. Off the front of the rim, no good, rebound to the Lakers. They'll race the other way, no one stops the ball, but Grimm reaches in from behind and pokes it away. Good hustle by Carly Grimm.
That was fortunate. She had a clear path to the basket, and Carly just was able to tap that out of bounds.
Dejanay Green was going to go coast to coast, but Grimm saved the day for the Saints. Into the post, jumper up, no good but a foul. That's Cleo Worrells with the missed jumper, and she'll go to the free throw line. Carly Grimm picks up her second personal. Neither team in any sort of foul trouble yet.
She'll shoot 2.
Worrell's free throws off the front of the rim, so still tied at 35. 7.7 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 14 assists, 15 steals. Does a lot for the Lakers. And she does give them the lead, making 1 of 2. 36-35, Lakers by 1. Reddick, here comes the double team. Needs a helper. Finds McClendon. McClendon's going to drive left side. Pull-up jumper is blocked. Good defense there by Green. Green will go ahead of the pack, and too far ahead of the pack. Throws it into the Flagler cheerleaders, and the Saints will get the ball back.
Let's see if they keep the trap on.
Yeah, the trap's been effective. Saints are not doing a good job handling it. They trap right when they clear the midcourt. There's McClendon. Kicks it over. Smith, 3-ball, got it! Abby Smith gives the Saints the 38-36 lead. She's having a good day right now. There's a drive off the right side. Over Grimm is good to tie the game back up. That was Jasmine Burton. Dowdy's got it with a 2-on-2 fast break if they can hurry. Kick it over to McClendon. Around the horn, Dowdy, an open triple. It's good for Jessica Dowdy. Saints by 3. Baseball past the length of the floor. Worrells, first shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Put back also no good, but a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Carly Grimm. Now she's got to be careful. Grimm, the Saints' best post player so far today, has picked up her third personal with 7:29 to go here in the third quarter, and she'll check out. Lainey Norica, the sophomore out of Newville, Pennsylvania, gets in there. And Worrells back to the free throw line. She had 2 shots moments ago, went 1 for 2. And misses the first. One more coming. Saints by 3, 41-38. Misses the first and makes the second, just like she did last trip down the floor when she shot 2 free throws. She'll check out for Ataria Gibbons to get in there. Reddick and Dowdy work against the pressure in the backcourt. Reddick clears the timeline, splits 2 defenders, off to McClendon for 3. Off the mark, but Dowdy a rebound, put back and bucket. Dowdy's got the last 5, and the Saints lead it by 4. Right place at the right time to get the rebound and put back. Left-hand side, 3-point attempt off the mark, rebound Reddick. She's got Abby Smith ahead of the pack. She finds her, Abby will float it and stick it in there.
Great fast break.
Great pass and a strong finish for Abby Smith. Went hard to the rim and then slowed down at the last minute for the defender to fly by her just a little bit. Saints' biggest lead of the game, 45-39. They're up 6. Post speed down low is kicked by Sayla Reddick. They'll keep the ball this end of the floor. 20 on the shot clock for the Lakers. They'll work from the baseline.
Clayton needs to have a basket here, so they went to their horn set looking low. Let's see if they keep looking to punch it inside.
Into the corner, then they'll back it off. That's Armani Shaw. Around the perimeter. Lose the handle briefly, but chase it down. Shot clock down to 7. Crossover and drive right side into Norica. Float and finish. There for Kyla Green. A little bit of contact, no foul, no charge, no block, no nothing. Just a bucket for Clayton State. Here's Norica up high at the top of the circle. Drops for Dowdy. 3-point attempt on the way. It's good. Dowdy's got the hot hand right now. She's got 8 straight for the Saints. They lead it by 7. Again, that extends the biggest lead of the day for the Saints. Nice crossover by Nia Young. Trails it back for an open 3, but it's very short, an air ball. Ball ends up in the hands of the Saints. It was saved inbounds by the Lakers, but saved right to Lainey Norica. Here's McClendon driving and kicking to Abby Smith. She's going to drive cross court off the left side and good. It's Abby Smith and Jessica Dowdy. They have combined for the last 13 consecutive points. Saints by 9 and a much needed timeout taken. Timeout Lakers, 50-41 for Flagler College with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. A couple of sponsor mentions to get in here. Evans Automotive, quality work at a fair price. Endorphin Farms, a fully licensed sauce and manufacturing facility. Hero of Florida, your partner for the complete equipment lifestyle. Jersey Mike Subs, a sub above. And Mowry Law Firm, proud supporter of Flagler Athletics. And then finally, New Day Design Company for all your architectural needs. Saints by 9 at the midway point of the third quarter.
earlier this half, Clayton was not staying at home on the shooters. When Flagler started to drive, all 5 players collapsed into the paint to make it really crowded. Then they kicked it out, hit a couple threes. Then they started staying home on the threes, and then they were starting to get burned inside on the drives. So Clayton's got to try to figure out which of the weapons they're going to try to take away.
Yeah, it's that classic pick your poison, right?
Yeah.
And right now the Saints got it working on both sides. Unfortunately, it looks like we've lost our live stats, so I can tell you that Abby Smith has 14 and Dowdy has 8, but I can't tell you much more than that because the live stats were not working when the game started. Then they came on, then they have gone off again. So bottom line is the score is 50-41 in favor of Flagler. Clayton basketball up high, working on the right-hand wing.
Well, this is the ancient city, and sometimes our technology hasn't caught up to the modern day yet.
That's true. Foul called. Non-shooting foul, so the ball will go to the baseline. That's 3 on the Saints. No fouls here, according to the scoreboard, on the Lakers here in the second half. Trouble getting it in, finally doing the corner for 3, and that's no trouble. That's a triple. It's good from Kyla Green. She's got 12 to lead the Lakers. McClendon open to answer. It's off the heel, no good, but Abby Smith there for the rebound. She'll drive and drop for Norika. Man flies by, pull up from 10, off the heel, no good. Little flat on that jumper from Lainey Norika. Here come the Lakers. It's a 6-point game. Left-hand side to Armani Shaw. Back to Green. And then Green again near side. She's going to drive left baseline for a floater. Way too strong, no good. Rebound loose, still loose. Last touched by the Lakers. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Saints. And that'll take us to our under 5 media timeout. Midway through each quarter, the first dead ball after the 5-minute mark is a media timeout. And that'll take us to a couple more sponsor mentions here. Noah Bailey Group, your local real estate experts. Thanks also to Northeast Florida Regional Airport, the smart choice for all your air travel needs. 123 Burger House, a very short walk from the Saints Gymnasium here, just a little bit toward the west on King Street there. 123 Burger House, grillin' and chillin'. The Pink Stork, the wellness brand for women. Pip Printing, achieve your marketing goals. And finally, UF Health St. John's, a bright new beginning in healthcare. I'm John Phillips. I got Ivan Kelly with me. We are in St. Augustine, Florida for beach belt action between Clayton State and the Flagler College Saints. And live stats have come back online, so that's good. We'll hit the refresh button and let you know that the live stats show 50-41 instead of 50-44. So they haven't given that three-pointer yet. Maybe that's what the issue they're working on. But the Saints numbers are updated because we do have 50 points. Abby Smith, the leader, with 14. McClendon with 8. McClendon with 9. Dowdy with 8. And leading rebounder, Reddick and Grimm each have 6 boards for the Saints. Into Weeks in the backcourt. They go man-to-man pressure. Aspen loses the handle a little bit here. Goes over here to Bertolina. They'll clear the timeline. Find Norika, and then find Marley Smith, and then get a foul. Norika was fouled here on the near side. Number 13, Etaria Gibbons, a sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale, picks up the foul. That'll give the Saints a fresh 20 and allow them to get into their half-court set. 4 out, 1 in with Norika playing inside. Bertolina backs down, kicks out to Aspen Weeks. A drive in and the kick to Reddick. Shot clock to 6. Reddick, jumper from 15. In and out, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Good hustle, but picked up by the Lakers. They'll push the other way. 3-on-3 fast break as everybody hustles to get back. Spin move in the paint, stripped by Marley Smith. And then Marley was fouled. I think it's going to go on number 7, Dejanay Green. Let's wait and see. There was a reach in. And looks like 22 is flashing on the scoreboard, so that's Armani Shaw. Either way, it's Saints basketball. Here's Bertolina with Reddick in the backcourt. Bertolina being harassed. Here comes the double team. She'll go to Sela. Clears the timeline. Skip pass far side. Aspen Weeks drives left baseline. Leans and gets fouled.
Fouls on number 13.
Aspen slammed on the brakes, gave a pump fake, got her defender in the air, stepped through, and that got her to the free throw line.
Got Ataria Gibbons the fouler. That's the second on Gibbons. Abby Smith returns for Marley Smith. No relation between those two Smiths on the Saints team. Aspen Weeks knocks in the first free throw. She's got 5 on the day. Everybody's got to chip in a little bit extra today with Sherelle McCormick, the Saints' leading scorer, out due to injury. A missed free throw, but an offensive rebound by Norika. Off to Weeks, a floater. Unlucky that time. Thought she was going to get a three-point play the non-traditional way with a free throw, then a field goal, but unlucky. Saints by 7, Laker basketball. Drive down the right-hand side. Little floater is way too strong. Rebound Norika. Keeps it moving, finds Reddick. Reddick finds Bertolina. She'll go diagonally from right to left. Here comes the pressure. She'll find Reddick off the Norika screen. Looking for Abby Smith. Can't find her yet. Weeks, post feed Norika. There's a cutter. There's Weeks. There's a floater. There's a bucket. Nice job there by Lainey Norika to find the flashing Aspen Weeks for a runner down the paint. 20-foot jumper on the way for the Lakers, no good. Norika rebounds, finds Bertolina. Saints wasted no time. Bertolina going to go coast to coast and kick here to Weeks. Weeks back to Bertolina right side. Good defense by the Lakers to cut her off. Out to Reddick. And we're going to get a hand check. Going to be called, I believe it's on 22, Armani Shaw. Yep, Shaw with the foul. If you put two hands on the player while you're playing defense, essentially going to get called for a violation. Get it into Norika on the left-hand wing. Shot clock reset to 20. So Reddick will come get it, and they'll jump into their set. Reddick, shot clock on 10. Drives left side and got hit across the head. Pretty good defense for 90% of that possession by Armani Shaw. But once Reddick got a little bit past her, she reached across her and hit her in the head with her elbow. That's her third personal, and now that's 5 on the Lakers. So we're going to have 2 shots here for Sayla Reddick.
Shaw was trying to force her left, got her to go left. And then Sayla with a little head fake.
Little head fake and hesitation.
Little hesitation there, got her to reach in. Yeah. A smart basketball play by Sayla Reddick.
Sayla's got a second free throw, made the first and made the second. Nicely done. Saints by 11, 55-44. And 3-point opportunity here for the Lakers. They get it coast to coast quickly to Worrells. And Bertolina was back but committed a foul, and Worrells got it to go a full 360 around the rim and drop in there. And she'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play. Saints' double-digit lead was short-lived. Worrells converts. It's an 8-point game with just under 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Worrells was rewarded for running the floor so hard. She got open and her teammate found her.
Bertolina to Aspen Weeks. Jumper's good. Saints were pressured. Bertolina was double-teamed, but she was smart enough to find the open player, Aspen Weeks, at the elbow. Weeks caught it and had so much space, she just turned and shot and knocked it home. And Coach Mo burns a timeout. That's the first timeout that the Saints have taken today. So make some adjustments here defensively, I have to imagine. Saints lead it by 10, 57-47. Give us a chance to say thanks to Hyundai of St. Augustine. When it comes to dreaming big, we're thinking of every mile. Salt Life. Eat, drink, and be salty. The Holiday Inn Express, Flagler College Athletics official hotel. Sonny's, the local pit masters since '68. We don't just serve barbecue, We Are Barbecue. And the Spartan Orthopedic Institute, Sports Medicine and Robotic Surgery. Lakers basketball out of the timeout. Saints will jump into a quick double team, try to pressure here in the backcourt. And they clear the timeline into continued pressure. Wait with it out between the circles. Works right-hand side. And another kick ball by Sayla Reddick. That's her third here in the third quarter. Active hands, active feet. That's how you play defense, and Sayla Reddick's doing a great job of it.
The soccer coach is going to be talking to her after this game.
Throw it in, down to the block, and kick it back out on the wing here to Jada Waite. Drive off the left side over Norika. Shot no good. Rebound stick back by Worrells, though, is good.
Basket is good.
Worrells is starting to take over inside there. Cleo Worrells, 6'2" senior out of Hinesville, Georgia. She's got 11.
Now let me ask you your opinion.
Yeah.
In women's athletics, they only list height. Should they, in this day and age, also list weight?
Interesting discussion, Tom.
Because you talk about a 6'2" player, and there's thin 6'2" players, and then there are big, strong 6'2" players.
Yeah. The men's game's got height and weight. The women's rosters traditionally do not. Post feed inside and a reach-in foul on Lainey Norika. That's unlucky there for the Saints. Just trying to play good defense and collapse in the post. Norika commits the foul, and that's going to be 5 against the Saints. So that'll become 2 shots here for Soraya Henry.
For the Lakers is number 1, Soraya Henry.
First free throw short and no good. Henry is 60% free throw shooter of the year. Junior out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. Transfer from Lenore Rhine. She does make 1 of 2. Saints will go to the bench, get Norika out for Carly Grimm. Grimm picked up her 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter and sat for quite a while, but this is an opportunity for her to jump in and play offense. Reddick with Bertolina clears the timeline. They tried to trap in the backcourt. They will not trap in the front court. Saints can basically hold it for the last shot. Bertolina to Grimm, 16 on the shot clock. Now Weeks. A drive off the left side. Back out to Bertolina. Shot clock to 6. Reddick off a high ball screen. Crossover, drive, spin, float. Off the rim, unlucky, no good. And that'll do it here in the 3rd quarter. So the Saints do use all of the shot clock. It was about a 1-second differential. The horn went off while the ball was up around the rim. It was not a shot clock violation, but the ball didn't go in. And the Lakers had a chance to rebound it, but couldn't do anything with it. 57-50 is how we'll end the 3rd quarter. Saints by 7. And we'll go to the final 10 minutes here in St. Augustine. We'll take a chance to say thanks to some of our additional sponsors here. The St. Augustine Marina for all your boating and fishing needs. St. John's Family Funeral Home, services unique as life. The Stellar Group, taking solutions further. Sunshine Realty for all your real estate needs. Taylor and Waldrop, St. Augustine lawyers backed by experience. Sniffen and Spellman, PA, a full-service law firm representing clients statewide. UBS Financial, pursue what matters most to you for today, tomorrow, and generations to come. And Vested Metals, we are a customer-centric and solution-based metal supplier. Thanks for supporting Saints Athletics.
Vested Metals owned by Viv Hellwig, who was a student assistant basketball coach here, very loyal to Flagler Athletics. He's now a trustee of the college and a very successful entrepreneur in town. And we're just so proud of Viv and all of his accomplishments being a Flagler grad.
Yeah, for somebody like you who's been here a long time, I'm sure it's great to see your former students that, number 1, are successful, and then number 2, give back to the university, whether it's financially or in service as a trustee, or both in the case of this particular individual.
Absolutely. Clayton's gone to his zone.
Saints go to high post to Smith. Skip pass, Bertolina. Touch pass, Dowdy. Now
Good ball
Reddick.
movement.
Now Smith. Shot clock down to 8. Reddick with the Smith screen. Goes right. Looks for Bertolina, can't find her. Go to Abby Smith for a long 3. It's off the mark. Did not draw a rim. That wasn't the shot they were looking for, but Abby had to get something up toward the rim with the shot clock winding down. She did from about 26 feet, and unfortunately drew backboard, but no rim. And so that'll be a shot clock violation, ball to the Lakers.
Back to the horn set in the high-low.
Poked away, stolen by Bertolina. Good defense by Grimm. They'll get it to Carly. She'll go in for a floater and finish it off the right side. Nice job running the floor by Carly Grimm. Saints by 9 at the 9:05 mark.
Carly Grimm has improved so much as the season's gone on. Great coaching and great dedication by her to become a better player.
Jumper from 18 feet on the way for the Lakers. Friendly roll from Soraya Henry. Front of the rim, back of the rim, and trickled on through. Bertolina thought about a 3, passed it up, good decision. There's Dowdy left side to Bertolina. Now Dowdy. There's an open look for Jessica Dowdy. It's off the heel of the rim, no good. Good rebound by Carly Grimm. Back to Bertolina. Well defended. Bad spacing, so good decision to go left. Here's Reddick, a drive and drop for Grimm. Off the window and good. Good decision by Sayla and a nice shot by Carly Grimm.
Sayla Reddick with the assist. Carly Grimm with
Back to a 9-point cushion at the 8:10 mark.
And that was like a fastball, low and away. There's good hands by Carly to catch that and stick that in.
Errant pass up high, chased down and knocked in, and it'll be Saints basketball. Good hustle by Soraya Henry to try to save it. She did save it, but she touched the basketball while her right foot was out of bounds. So,
And Jessica was saying, my goodness, I had him wide open.
Saints would have had a wide open layup.
There was nothing in front of me.
Technically, she was out of bounds when she touched the basketball. So the ball will stay with the Saints, but no fast break. Bertolina to McClendon, working against the zone. Right side, Dowdy. Back to McClendon. Now Dowdy. Into Grimm. Gets deep, puts it up, puts it in.
You know, that went in. I'd prefer to see a player use the backboard in that situation. When you're getting some contact inside.
Before the shot, we got a whistle and a foul. That might be on Grimm. If it is, it's her 4th. It is on Carly Grimm. So with 7:30 to play, she'll check out with 4 personals. Just starting to heat up offensively. She'll sit for Lainey Norica to get back in there. Jumper on the way from the Lakers, no good. Rebounded Bertolina. Danes pushing right side, finds Destiny McClendon. Back cross court, Bertolina, a long triple. Off the heel of the rim, no good. McClendon rebounds. Back out to Bertolina. Saints can be patient here. No hurry. Post speed Norica. Back out to Abby Smith. Pump and kick off to Bertolina. Open 3. Again off the heel, no good. Rebound picked up by the Lakers. They're going to race the other way. Nia Young left side jumper. It's good. Soft touch there for Nia Young. Only 5'3", but she's got good touch. Here's Dowdy down the paint, and she is fouled. She had an open layup and got fouled coming through.
Also number 1, Soraya
Henry. Soraya Henry picks up the foul. Dowdy will shoot 2.
Down the stretch, your defensive transition is going to be important for Flagler. They've got a nice lead, but they can't afford to let Clayton State just beat them down the floor and get uncontested shots.
Dowdy converts the first free throw. One more coming. Saints by 10 at the 6:47 mark. And Saints by 11 on the Dowdy free throw.
In the NBA, we used to call that running uphill. A lot of players run really fast when they have the ball in the fast break.
And there's a 3-pointer.
Don't run so hard when they're getting back on defense.
Green
Quick three-pointer by Kyla Green. Takes it from 11 down to 8 just that fast. Bertolina drives the left side, and she traveled. Got going too fast, tried to slam on the brakes, and skidded a little bit. And she will check out for Sayla Reddick to get back in there. 6:24 to play. Saints with an 8-point lead. That's going to be a travel. Jada Waite took the basketball, drove left, jumped in the air, came back down with the basketball, and got called for the violation. Saints can't get too deliberate here, but they also don't need to be in a big hurry. Against the zone here. There's an open look for Reddick, but she's not a perimeter shooter. To Abby Smith for a 10-footer. That's a good mid-range jumper for Abby Smith. She and Norika are both very good at the mid-range.
She stepped right into the open spot in the middle of that zone and capitalized.
Drive off the left side, up short, rebound Abby Smith. Good defense by Smith. And here come the Saints with the ball and the lead. Up 10 at the 5:30 mark. Reddick, Norika. Her jumper's off the mark. Rebound picked up by the Lakers. Saints will hustle back on defense. Prevent the fast break. A drive from Jada Waite up is short, but foul. I think it might be on Abby Smith.
Foul is on number 25, Abby Smith.
Her first personal. Coach Mo will give her a little rest, get Dane Bertolina back in there.
Making her way to the foul line for the Lakers is number 11, Jada Waite. She'll shoot 2.
Waite 72% on the season. And off the mark on that one.
It's a good substitution by Coach Smith. Bertolina was a little tired before, a little winded. She got a little break, right back in the game.
Jada makes the second of 2, so it's 67-58. 9-point game. Reddick and Dowdy playing catch in the backcourt. Now front court McClendon. Turns the corner, gets inside. No good, but is fouled, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. Armani Shaw committed the foul. 5'7" freshman out of Kennesaw, Georgia.
Making her way to the foul line for the Saints is number 2.
That's her 4th foul.
She'll shoot 2.
She'll take her 4 fouls to the bench, and the Saints will head to the free throw line for a couple. First is good from Destiny McClendon. She's got 10 on the day. Make it 11. And that is the Saints' lead, 11 points here at the 5:09 mark. Saints going to apply some token pressure in the backcourt, make them use a little bit of clock here before they get into their set. Work the perimeter here at the top of the circle. Drive in against Reddick, well defended. Kicked back out for a crossover. Now a drive off Kyla Green. Backdoor cut, nice pass. Couldn't quite finish, but is fouled. Our free throw shooter will be Jada Alston. And the foul committed by the Saints goes on Lainey Norika. So that'll be her 3rd. So each of the Saints 2 bigs. Norika's got 3, Grimm's on the bench with 4. So it's not horrible, but getting a little bit late and a little bit of foul trouble for the Saints here. But they do have an 11-point cushion. We're at the midway point of the 4th quarter, 4:42 to go. This is our 4th quarter media timeout. Leading scorer for the Saints is Abby Smith with 14. The leader on the other side of the docket is Green, who has 12. Saints' leading rebounder is Carly Grimm. Grimm's got 8 points and 7 boards. She also has 2 blocks. Currently on the bench because she has 4 fouls, however. Saints are shooting 42% for the game, 23 out of 55. Lakers 21 for 43 for 49%.
Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this women's
If the
game,
scoreboard's correct,
we'll have about a 25
none of the
minute
players
warm-up, and then the men will tip off.
for Clayton State have a foul,
They have not committed a lot.
which I would think that down the stretch, that's going to give them freedom to be very physical and try to make up this deficit.
Yeah, Alston doesn't have a foul. 23 Green doesn't have a foul. First free throw's no good. 7 Green doesn't have a foul. Yeah, scoreboard stats are correct. Second free throw is good. So it's a 10-point game at the 4:42 mark. And there's a double team in the backcourt. McClendon's got to find some space to step through, and Coach Mo calls a timeout.
Timeout on the court.
Saints didn't want to commit a turnover there. Coach Mo takes a bench timeout. And according to the scoreboard, we should have 2 left now. 2 left for the Saints, 3 left for the Lakers with 4:37 to play. Wonder if, have to imagine Coach Mo will elect to advance the ball here on the timeout. But so far he hasn't signaled for that. Referee's still standing on the baseline. Saints have a 10-point cushion with 4:37 to go.
If that's an option, I certainly would want to advance it. I don't want to face that press if I don't have to.
I thought it was an option any time, but either he didn't choose to or maybe it's not an option, but
So
they'll have it on the baseline.
Flagler can throw the ball in. The trap's going to come, get behind the trap, then turn and look opposite.
There's Reddick off a screen. She'll push quickly and clear the timeline. Keep right on going all the way, then you turn it. Kick to Bertolina for a quick 15-footer, and it's good.
Wow.
At first, I thought that shot was too quick. But when it went in, I said, great job. Saints by 12.
And a great way to break the press. They curled the ball handler, got her free, and she just pushed it.
Throw it into Orell. She works against Norika. Shot no good, too strong. Rebound Dowdy off to Reddick, and the Saints are across the timeline as we approach the 4-minute mark. Up 12. Now it's time to be patient. Bertolina to Dowdy. Ball poked away. Stay this way with the Saints. It was knocked out by Jada Waite, senior out of Brooklyn.
Flagler under 4 minutes away from getting Peach Belt win number 6 for the year.
Shot clock to 12. Here's Norika. There's Bertolina. Long triple is blocked. Rebound Sayla Reddick, though. She'll hang, get it blocked as well. And the Lakers end up with it with a 2-on-2 fast break. Ahead of the pack for a runner. It's good.
Fast break
for Jada Alston.
Good by Jada Alston.
3.5 minutes to go. Saints still leading by 10. Reddick with Norika. Pop it out to McClendon, an open triple. It is off the mark, but a foul. And she's going to shoot 3 shots. Foul's going to go on Kyla Green. They say never foul a jump shooter, especially when they're jump shooting from three-point area. That is a big opportunity for the Saints here. Obviously, you got to convert on the free throws to come through, but McClendon knocks home the first.
You know, as coaches, we always say that, don't foul a jump shooter. But, you know, when you're defending somebody, that's just really hard.
Yeah.
You want to pressure the ball, and you want to contest the shot. And sometimes
you get too aggressive.
Sometimes your hand just doesn't get to where you want it to get.
McClendon makes the first, makes the second, and eyes the third. And it's good. I'm going to have to talk to those guys in the pep band because every game they walk in with those giant pizza boxes. Those are the biggest pizzas I've ever seen. I don't know where they come from. But every time they walk in with pizza, I get hungry.
I would tell you where, but I don't think they're a sponsor of Flagler Athletics, so we won't.
Post feed inside for the Lakers to Soraya Henry for a good finish. Back to an 11-point game, under 3 minutes to go. Again, Saints need to be patient here. The clock is quickly becoming our friend. McClendon off the Norika screen. Over to Dowdy. Shot clock to 12. Dowdy out to Reddick. Reddick a crossover and kick to Bertolina. To McClendon, who goes up on the baseline. No good. Rebound picked up by the Lakers. They'll come the other way. Saints used all 30 but didn't get anything for it. And a wild pass by the Lakers ends up off the backboard and picked up by the Saints.
Was that a lob? I'm not sure what that.
I think it was a pass that was
just
way
got away
too
from
hard.
Yeah.
And fortunately, I guess it hit the backboard instead of going out of bounds. But the Saints corralled it. And now with only 2 minutes to play and an 11-point cushion, use all 30. Even if you don't score, use all 30. McClendon. Pull up for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by the Lakers. They almost turned it over. A player wasn't paying attention. The ball hit her in the shoulder. They shoot a step back three, and it is good from Jada Waite.
Soraya Henry. 11 with that bucket. Jada Waite.
So it's now an 8-point game, just that fast. A quick transition three for the Lakers. It's an 8-point game with 1:41 to play. Saints 74, Lakers 66. In terms of total scoring, this game is about where we expected. The Saints come in averaging 69 and allowing 69. Lakers come in scoring 62 and allowing 69. So we're in the mid-60s to low 70s right now, 74, 66. Now late in the game, you can add quite a few points on if it turns into a free throw shooting contest. And the Saints could end up in the 80 to maybe the mid-80 range. But for right now, it's about on pace to what we expected, either in the 70s or the 60s for a finish here. To play. Saints with 3 in double figures, led by Abby Smith with 16. McClendon has 14. Dowdy has 10. Green and Worrell's the 2 double-figure scorers for Clayton. Green with 15, Worrell's with 11. Out at the baseball field, Flagler has rallied from down 3-0 to take a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 7th. Flagler 4, Eckert 3. As we get back to basketball here. Bertolina in the backcourt. Here comes the double team. To go cross court to Dowdy, quickly over to Abby Smith. Swing it out here to Reddick and around the horn to Bertolina to burn some clock.
That's great spacing and ball handling by Flagler.
Bertolina up high, cross court, Dowdy. Now Reddick, high screen from Norika. Laney's got to drive and drop over here to Dowdy. Step back, 3 ball from Jessica Dowdy is short. Hit the rim so they get a reset, and Abby Smith gets a rebound and throws it to Dowdy, who tried to do something with it before she caught it and had it go right through her fingertips out of bounds. Saints could have gotten that one significantly below the 1-minute mark with some additional clock running off there, but instead they turn it over after getting an offensive rebound. And it's an 8-point lead with 1:05.
Carly Graham comes back in the game. She got 4 fouls, but she can.
Quick 3-point attempt is off the mark. Worrells goes back up and puts it in. It's a 6-point game. 2 possessions here. Saints got to be careful. Abby Smith near the midcourt line finds Bertolina. Back to Smith. Nope, it's poked away and stolen. 3-on-1 the other direction. In for a runner over Reddick. It's good. And it's a 4-point game just that fast. Coach Moe signals for a timeout.
Timeout on the court, Lakers.
Oh, the Lakers got the timeout, I guess. I thought it was Mo that called for it. And yes, it was Mo. The announcer said timeout Lakers was actually taken by Coach Mo Smith, and he is asked to advance the basketball. Referee gave the signal that the ball will be advanced. If the Lakers took a timeout, we do not get to advance the basketball, but on our timeout we do. So the Saints are down to 1 timeout left, but more importantly, the lead has gone from 11 down to 4 here in the final stages. With 38.6 seconds to go, this one has a lot of basketball left.
A 4-point lead with the ball. If I was Flagler, us and them, I'd rather be us than them. I'm sure Coach Mo's got his free throw shooters in the game now, because they can expect quick and early fouls.
Yeah, statistically, Sayla Reddick is the worst free throw shooter out there. She's only 45%, but she's our best ball handler and needs to be on the court. Into Grimm, back to Reddick.
Clayton only has 2 team fouls.
Yeah, that's who they're going to foul. They foul Reddick quickly because they got to get up to 5 before the fouls really matter.
Oh, excuse me, they had 3 team fouls. Now they have 4.
Saints will go to the bench, and Reddick's going to check out because of that free throw percentage. So McClendon will jump in for her.
The key is to get the ball in bounds.
Sayla is 4 for 4 today, but again, 45% on the year. Into Aspen Weeks. She's immediately double teamed and fouled with 34.4. Weeks is 3 for 4 today and 69% on the year. Saints will get Destiny McClendon out of the game and get Sayla Reddick back in. That's a defensive substitution. They'll also get Grimm out because she's got 4 fouls and get Lady Norica back in. And Weeks will shoot the free throws. And unlucky on the first. Left it short, rimmed it out. Big free throw coming here for Aspen Weeks to try to make this a 5-point game. She does. Saints by 5. Timeout taken by Clayton State. That will help save a few seconds of time because they'll advance the ball to the midcourt. 34.4 to go. This is a 2-possession game. They'll advance to the midcourt, and whether it's a 3 and then a 2 or a 2 and then a 3, it is still a very dangerous basketball game here in St. Augustine. The home team has the lead by 5, but plenty of time left for the Lakers.
If you're Coach Coleman for Clayton State, what's your druthers? To take the 2 here or to take a 3 here?
I take the drive. Their 3-point percentage for the day is 6 out of 15. That's pretty good, 40%.
That's much better than their season average.
For the year, they're 29%. So I like to attack with this much time left. Clayton State was on a 9-0 run before that last free throw that Aspen Weeks made.
We'll see if Flagler goes zone or makes any kind of adjustment. No, they're staying man-to-man.
Flagler does have a foul to give. There's only 3 fouls. There's a good screen. There's a drive in. Blocked by Bertolina. Rebounded by the Lakers, though. They kick it out and fight over it and lose it out of bounds. The ball was saved in by the Lakers and saved all the way out toward the midcourt area. 2 teammates went for the ball, didn't see each other coming, and fought for it, and the Saints get a huge break right there. Number 1, great block shot by Bertolina without fouling. Number 2, the 2 teammates run into each other for the Lakers, and the Saints get the basketball at the midcourt area and have a 5-point lead and the ball now, and a timeout was taken. The timeout was taken by the Saints there with 25 seconds left, and the Saints don't have a 30-second timeout left, so this will automatically become a full timeout, which is a minute and 15 seconds long. Give us a chance to get you updated. It is 75-70, Saints by 5. Possession arrow favors Clayton State if we end up in a situation like that. Clayton State is already in the double bonus. They have committed 5 fouls. The Saints have one to give. They have only committed 3 thus far in the game. 75-70 is the score. And take a look at the baseball field. Saints tacked on 2 more runs. They now lead at 6-3 in the top of the 8th. Saints 6 and the Tritons of Eckerd College 3 out there at the Drysdale Field here, just a couple miles away from the Saints gymnasium here. First-year head coach Greg Williams leading the Saints baseball program after the retirement of longtime athletic director and baseball coach Dave Barnett. Dave Barnett was the baseball coach when I played against Flagler College back in the 1990s. So he was a mainstay here in St. Augustine.
We lived in the same apartment complex when I moved here in 1989, and his son was just a real little kid back then.
There's Weeks looking for a helper. Clears the timeline. No, she doesn't. It's stolen away by the Lakers. The runner-up is good with 15.9. Lakers get a steal and make it a 1-possession game. Into Dowdy. Back over here to Reddick. McClendon. Back to Dowdy. Over at front court. Hits one of the Lakers in the back, but the Saints corral the loose ball. And McClendon is fouled here in a helter-skelter situation. The Lakers needed the ball and a 3 to tie the game. And the Saints able to keep it moving and get it to the front court. And I thought they were going to get an easy layup on that length of the court pass to Norica. And it deflected off the back of number 15, Worrells. And fortunately, the Saints were there to corral it with 5 seconds left. Have a chance to put this one away at the free throw line.
And more fortunately, Worrells didn't see it coming.
Free throw no good for the Saints. Destiny McClendon needs one here. She was 9 for 10 prior to that free throw. Needs to knock this one in to make it a 2-possession game with 5.1 seconds.
No timeouts left. They can't advance it.
That's 2 shots. And here come the Lakers. They're going to push the ball quickly front court. It's a 4-point game. They'll shoot it from midcourt. It's off the mark, and it wouldn't have mattered. The Saints survive. 76-72. McClendon needed to make 1 of 2. She did just that. And with no timeouts left, the Lakers weren't able to advance the ball, and they used a good portion of their 5 seconds getting it to the front court. But again, with that made free throw, it really wouldn't have mattered. It was a 4-point game, and the Saints win it 76-72. 4 players in double figures for the Saints. Smith with 16, McClendon with 15, Dowdy with 10, and Weeks with 10. For Clayton State, the leader was Green with 17, Worrells had 13, and Waite had 10. Those are your double-figure scores. And the Saints, with a strong second-half performance, get the win. They improve to 6-8. The Lakers will also be 6-8. And if we look at the standings in the Peach Belt, you got Clayton State with 8 losses, Flagler with 8 losses. Lander, I believe, is winning today. If they were to lose, they would have 8 losses. They did not lose, they won. So they only have 7 losses now. So Lander moves up. Georgia College also has 7 losses because that's who Lander beat. So you got Georgia College at 7-7, Clayton State at 6-8, Lander at 6-7, and the Saints at 6-8. That's the 5, 6, 7, and 8 spots in the postseason. And obviously, the higher your seed, the better your first-round opponent more than likely is. And everybody wants to stay away from the 8th seed because nobody wants to face North Georgia. As the North Georgia team is currently 20-2 overall on the year. So a lot left to be decided. There's still several games left, but a solid victory here for the home team today. Ivan, the Saints survive at 76-7 or 74-70 over Clayton State.
And they'll take their 2-game win streak up to Columbus this week. And try to get a road win in the very difficult Peach Belt Conference.
Yeah, road wins are tough in the Peach Belt. Road wins are tough at Columbus State year in and year out. One of the better teams in women's basketball in the Peach Belt, and they're off to a good start this year. So we will say good afternoon from St. Augustine. Again, final score, I think I said 74-70. It's actually 76-72. 76-72.